Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show how the patch management system works on IT automation, and I will try to send an application via scripting to be installed on a system, right? So I never tried it with this particular file, but I'll see if it will work live. I hope it do. It does. Right, so this is the laptop or system here, right? You don't have no information being populated right now because system has been added recently. Yeah. Um, right. So let me dig into it. So the patch management. On the profiles, each system will have the threshold profile that will be set, and then you have the IT automation profile. So jumping into that, right? This is what it looks like, right? So starting from the left-hand side, we have the name of the profile for patch management and IT automation, right? So we have the name, we have the status is active, the date it created, what have you. The option to delete, disable, create new ones, and so forth, right? The, across here we have the period and time that an update should be created or started, or the action or the job, right? And we could read weekly or we could read monthly. Yeah. Um, well, I'll just explain what is patch management, right? Patch management basically is dealing with Windows updates, right? Well, we all know that Windows has updated system, and I think it's something people don't really they overlook because um, I think they probably don't understand how serious or important it is. What the updates, the main purpose for the updates is to provide better security, right? I would say this is just as important as updating your antivirus or having an antivirus program. Well, not, I would say having an antivirus program, but it's just as important as updating your antivirus because the situation is with Windows is a very big operating system, and from time to time, Microsoft will realize that there is loopholes in the system, right? Where exploits could could be created or taken advantage of, and via the Windows Update service, these things could be dealt with, you know. So that is why it's so crucial that when the machines should be updated as much as possible because it lessens the system, right, vulnerabilities, right? It lessens the system vulnerability from attacks and malicious code and stuff, right? Additional to Windows Update for security, it also provides updated applications, or it could provide greater stability. So other than security, Windows updates will include system drivers for your devices, so whether it be your sound card or your Wi-Fi card, your network card, you know. That is also packaged, which is very nice. Um, so that should improve it. That should improve system stability. Also, there are few third-party applications, right? So you will see that later on in the video. Um, that are also included in the Windows update. So those are Java updates, Adobe Reader, and like Flash Player and so forth. Right? It's so serious that it have certain companies that will actually tell you to disable or won't allow you to use Flash Player because um, the reality is the web is the hotspot where malicious code could be executed and viruses and what have you. So hackers just use these applications, that we are so heavily dependent on to spread the germs, right? So that's why it's so important that we keep these applications updated. Yeah, your browsers, Adobe Flash, Java, and what have you. You know. So this system or service allows More importantly for uh, environments that have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 computers, right? Um, it, it wouldn't be good to have updates going randomly, you know, haywire, you know, anytime in the day, like in a business environment, because sometimes, dependent on the system and its level of servicing, and sometimes depending on what updates that need to be downloaded, downloaded, it could take a lot of the network resources, right? So this is a solution where you could have a more streamlined, a more orderly, orderly, I won't say fashion, but you can set when the updates should be downloaded at a time where there's not much network activity, so it will hamper with other users who need to use the network and the internet and what have you, right? So these settings will be vary depending on the environment, So for home users, the time when Windows update won't be a main factor, but I guess a good time could be like late in the evening or extremely early in the morning, or probably midday, But all this could be set to suit, right? But I will say for a business environment, the best time would be after hours when everybody leave work or if you're in a school, right? And that would be the best time for systems to do the downloading and installing. Another thing too, sometimes when updates are being applied, systems might shut down or they might, when you all will know this, it will prompt to be restarted and so forth. So that's another good reason why it should be set after work hours so it won't interfere with people, you know, working. So this is system here. So you can set for this default. So this is a general thing, right? So Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sundays for 7, Wednesdays for 8, and Fridays for 8. These updates will be applied and maintenance. So we have 4 categories, right? We have patch management, what they will do Windows updates and third-party applications, right? We have maintenance, we have this management, and we have script, right? So under the patch management, you have the option to update all, right? And then we have the different categories. We have the critical, we have the important updates, we have the security updates, and we have the service packs, right? The service packs uh, will be very huge files. What the service packs are, they are like um, accumulative set of Windows updates over a period of time. Normally be a 6 months period or for the year, right? So operating systems like Windows 7, Vista, and Ola, they will have a lot of service packs. As a matter of fact, XP have 3. I believe Windows 7 have 2. I'm not too sure. Windows 10 will have. I think they had the first one recently. So Windows 10 is fairly new, so they wouldn't have no such service packs, right? So in a real life environment, like we say, if you get 5 new computers and they probably don't have the most updated operating system. If you add them to the network and they're not really set properly, properly, if they didn't really set properly, or the technician, whoever added them to the system and really take note of the patch, about the Windows update schedules, right? When those systems go online, depending on what setting is set, if they start to pull the Windows updates, you know, they can slow down network depending on how big the network is and what have you. But with an application like this, once they have the agent installed, they could form in a they could fall in a role where they would be set to update at a particular time and day, so it wouldn't humbug other users or disturb users when they're using the system, right? And they'll be properly managed, right? They'll have some order, right? So other than that, certain updates could be excluded. So these are updates here that are excluded, so like language packs, Siberian and French and those stuff. We don't need those things. So there's, what could be done here? We could exclude certain patches, right, that we don't want to install. That could be set here, right? We have maintenance. Maintenance, we could create a system restore point. At that date, delete temp files, delete internet history, and we boot and shut down the systems. We have the disk management, right? The fragmentation of all disk and run and check this. And last, we have the scripts. The scripts are a very interesting part of the system, very powerful also. What the scripts is about, scripts allows extra functionality or automation, right? So like say for example, I could create a script to stop certain services or even start certain services, right, at a particular day or time. A real life case, working in the schools, it have the Alexandria application, right? And that application, every Fridays, I will have to start that service manually because on Thursdays was the day that was set for updates, right? So Thursday evenings or nights or whatever, when systems get the updates, they will shut down and restart, right? However, the Alexandria application or service don't start automatically, so it had to be manually started, right? So, and I might have some days I might not remember or I might start it late, right? A service like this could make it could be automated or set in place where a script could be created that on Tuesdays this particular service or program should be started and run. Right. Additional to that, you could even install applications that support BAT files, MSI, PowerShell, you know. So depending on the knowledge of the user, you have a lot of flexibility with this, right? But the installation of files is a very cool feature. So let me say if I want CCleaner, sorry, which is a very good, easy and efficient utility to clean up systems, right, and access Windows tools. If I wanted to install on a computer, come to the script section, load the application, give it a description, right, and set it. And I could, well, it have two ways you could do it. You could do it manually to be sent to a machine or machines, right, or I could set it to install at a particular time, and then delete it, which will make sense, but that will make sense for more routine tasks, right? But that is the option I have for the scripting, right? So it can be applied to one system or 100 systems or what have you. So I'm gonna test out one right now. I don't know if it will work, so I hope it work. Right, so I created a installation of WebRoot, which is an antivirus program, and I want to send it to this system here right now. Right, so what I'll do, I'll go back. No, I'll do it here one. Yeah, I could do it. Yeah, I'll do it here one time. So I hit select. This is the application here, WebRoot. Right, I will hit submit. Oh no, sorry. I will clear this. Well, this is the first time I'm doing this. Right, this what this will do, it will stay for the period of the automation date. So what today is Tuesday. Tomorrow, right, which is the next schedule appointment for things to be done, this script will run. And I don't want to do that. I want to run it now. So I will go to the device, right, devices, right. So this is the device here. I want to send the script to student. So I'll go to manage, run script, right? And this is it here, uproot. Hit that, hit submit. I'll get a notification here. Script was sent to agent. Another word we use is endpoint. Right? The script was sent to the endpoint or client. Right? So that will take a while, depending on how big the application is and how fast the network is and what have you. Right? So what could we also be done? I could check to see what applications install.